Right now, if you are a member of a big church, chances are you're in freaking danger, or these people, unfortunately, are already compromised and they're gullible. And and if you told them, like, look, if you went to their church and said, "Hey, man, you're in danger," they literally could call a fucking task force on you, and you'll get taken down as a terrorist for causing problems, scaring people. Lisa Haven just did a video about how that straight up, like, listen, they've taken all the people in the churches who are already compromised, and they're recruiting them as snitches and as spies and to turn you in, like that movie A Thief in the Night back in the day. It was about the rapture, but basically everyone in the movie is chasing people who don't have the mark of the beast around, trying to get them to get turned in so they can get their heads cut off by guillotine. But no sooner, the same day this got dropped, someone approached my mom with all this concern, like seriously, there's this, like, the concern squad. We're here to help. You know what I'm saying? We're here to help. I got the same problems you do here. Come down here. They're trying to corral people. See, if you can get people every week in the same spot, same place, under the influence of the same person, it's like when shit hits the fan and they declare martial law and they start the roundup, if they know where you're at, they'll come get you there when you're all together. Why wait and risk everyone scattering when they're all by themselves? You know what I'm saying? Even though singling out is one way to get you, but according to the King Alfred Rex 84 plan, is they were going to use blacks. They were going to segregate the military, use the blacks to disarm the blacks and get them in the camps. See, now they've switched. Now they've went to the churches and they're recruiting them in the same fashion that, look, dude, you can't make a deal with the devil and expect him to keep up his end of the bargain when it's been stated he's a liar. He's a liar. He doesn't have to keep his end of the fucking bargain. And this is really what, when you're playing these type of games, this false concern to get a find a way in, and then an invitation to a fellowship, a group. Right now, it's like, look, if you don't know these people, it's real dangerous to go and affiliate yourself with people that you haven't vetted, that you don't know if that's a fucking federal agent posing as a Christian, posing as a concerned citizen who's got problems just like you. Why don't you come down here and we'll hook you up. I mean, I've noticed this for a while, man. I've been real sketchy of these places, and it's one of the reasons why I personally like to put a hedge of protection for you and me between us and use the computer and the internet instead of having to go face to face with one of these people who's going to turn me into the frickin' feds. The frickin' feds are hiring teenagers. Like in 1984, they had the kids. They hired kids as spies, and I've been followed by children gang stalkers before. They have parents lurking right around the corner watching, which, to use your children as bait is a very despicable thing. Boko Haram does that. You know what I'm saying? They used to do that in Vietnam. They'd strap bombs to kids and make them go run into the soldiers' camps, and everyone, because it was a kid, they were afraid to shoot the kids. So they're capitalizing on your psychological blind spots. I mean, that's more than psychological. They're really messing with you when they make you have to kill kids, because that's not the way war is supposed to be. Same thing here. This ain't the way things are supposed to be, and that's exactly what they're capitalizing on. They're catching people right now while they're ignorant. And listen, here's another thing. Everyone is downtrodden right now. So look, they're looking for hope. So they got these false prophets, these wolves, man, literally. The Luke 21, Matthew 24, the Revelations, they shall cause thee to be put to death. They shall deliver you up to the synagogues. There's only one type of person, man, that goes to synagogue. So just to throw that out there. And you know, it's like they shall the neighbor shall go against neighbor. This is what we got going on. And, you know, it's like my mom didn't even realize that she was being approached. And it's the same way a gang member operates. He comes at you all kind of like all false pretenses. Then he picks your brain, see where your head's at, and seeing if you're willing to get down with the cause. There, and once again, this is leaked to the streets from the same people who recruit teenagers to be federal spies. I mean, it's really fuck shit right now, dude. It's like trust all time low, and with cause. It's not like schizophrenia, paranoia type. I don't trust nothing because green goblins are in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? And they only come out at 12 if you feed them after midnight. You know what I'm saying? It's not really what's going on here. But in a way, even though that sounds crazy, in a way that is true, because these people must be possessed, man. If they're not possessed by demons, they're possessed by lies. Lies can possess you just as much as your possessions can possess you. Like, look, someone can have, for instance, someone who stole a large amount of money. They could sit there guarding that money and no one will ever come, but they'll sit there and guard that shit. And if someone will just walk by on accident because they're so charged, they would think that, oh, here they come, and then take the person out. And it was just the wrong place, wrong time, just by chance, because not everything is really connected. There are the rarity is a real coincidence when it just is unrelated and it just so happened to happen. But that does happen every once in a great while. But many things out here are not coincidence. Just like the same day the information's released about the clergy response team and they're using churches as a way to recruit spies. And so, I mean, look, it's like the Exodus should it's going to happen. And for the poor people who are in the trap and trust too much and are gullible, they're going to find out, man, that the people they trust are going to be the ones that deliver them to the FEMA camp. Hey, I'm just as susceptible to that as you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been vocal about this way before this has ever happened, so I'm sure they got their own special plot, you know what I'm saying, for my demise. But for you, on the other hand, you don't have to be like me. Look, you can play the game as usual, but just look, back away, like without letting them know that that's what you're doing. You can point to the mountain on them and strike the grindstone. Oh, I gotta go out of state and see a family member, something, and then go the opposite direction or wherever the frick you told them you're going. And look, just look. That's really it. Because look, if you're in one of these churches, they're not a church anymore. It's a government agency that is more like a cult. And whenever you defect from the cult, they're going to accuse you of heresy. And if you want to know where this is going, go and research the Inquisition.